Back in 2017, President Donald Trump pardoned Joe Arpaio, who was the sheriff of Maricopa County, Arizona. Now, this is an individual who is a criminal, who is overtly racist, but yet Donald Trump decided to pardon him. Now, Joe Arpaio isn't just now free, but he has an announcement to the chagrin of most normal Americans. He's running to be a United States Senator and now represent the state of Arizona, and he is presumably running on a platform of being Donald Trump's errand boy. So we defeated Roy Moore in 2017, and now we have to defeat Joe Arpaio in 2018. It's like whack-a-mole, but with crazy politicians. You defeat one and another one pops up. So I don't necessarily know that I would qualify Joe Arpaio as being as disgusting as Roy Moore. Well, maybe, but I mean, he's certainly grotesque in his own ways, and certainly if you don't know about Joe Arpaio, then this is why you should be opposed to him. So as Rilla Frey of the Huffington Post reports, Arpaio, who presided over Maricopa County for 24 years until 2016, refers to himself as America's toughest sheriff. His unorthodox and often discriminatory policing tactics got him into trouble when he disregarded a 2011 Department of Justice order that forbade him from detaining people illegally based on their immigration status. The former sheriff is also known for calling his state's own jail a concentration camp, allowing jailers to break the neck of a paraplegic man, failing to investigate hundreds of sex abuse cases, and botching a SWAT raid in which deputies allegedly laughed as a puppy burned to death. That's what Sheriff Joe Arpaio oversaw. And it's not just that the people who worked for him were disgusting and egregious, but he ran what he called Tent City, which is basically, an outdoor jail that put a bunch of inmates in tents with weather conditions that were just unacceptable. They were above 100 degrees. It was basically torture. That's who's going to be running to be the United States Senate. So basically anyone who is the most egregious person in the United States is now contemplating getting into politics and certainly diving in. So if Roy Moore ran and if Joe Arpaio ran, we can only expect Ted Nugent to run next. And Sally Kern, maybe other egregious figures who are just crazy and way past the realm of respectability in American politics. So he should have never been pardoned to begin with, but the fact that he's now going to run to be a United States Senator is absurd. He is batshit insane and isn't qualified to be dog catcher. I mean, this is an individual who is basically a gift to the Democratic Party and basically any opponents in a Republican primary, because he is that egregious, and I don't really see how he could get elected. But again, this is American politics in 2018 and anything is possible. So absolutely, he needs to be obliterated during the Republican primary, and if that doesn't stop him, then the Democrat has got to pull out all the stops and make sure they run a good campaign, a progressive campaign. Otherwise, this maniac might be a United States Senator. We already have enough crazy people and oligarchs. We don't need another criminal to join the ranks of everyone else. We just staved off, a pedophile and stopped him from winning. Please, God, don't let Joe Arpaio get elected to the United States Senate. We're better than this. Right, America? Right?
Support this podcast by becoming a patron at patreon.com/Humanist Report.